welcome back to a brand new Raw review, and we're talking about Monday Night Raw that actually aired 2 hours earlier and ended 2 hours earlier than normal. And I almost forgot Raw was on at 5 o'clock my time, and I was like, almost forgot. So I had to quickly open Netflix, do all the stuff I need to do to get to watch Netflix and Monday of Nights of Raws. But Rhea Bloody Ripley opened the show. She started on the microphone. She said, "Welcome to Monday Night, Mommy." And she says, "I'm proving I'm the top woman here in this division." But then IYO Sky music hits and says, "You're not the top woman of this division because you don't have the Women's World Championship." Which, then she's darting into how Adam Pearce gave her the permission to actually challenge anyone she wants and pick whoever she wants for her next title defense at Evolution. And she picks Rhea Ripley, so it's going to be Rhea Ripley, IYO Sky, Evolution. And then there's also going to be a Women's Battle Royal Evolution, which winner of that will get a championship match of any of their choices at Clash at Paris after SummerSlam. So we'll find out who wins that and between the Rhea IYO for the Women's World Championship. But it's about time IYO defends her championship because it's been since WrestleMania 40 that she's 41 that she's defended this championship. It's been a long time, bro. There's no point at all that I don't understand. Bro, she has not defended it once on TV is what I'm talking about. TV, not anything else. But it's been a long time since she defended it on TV. So I'm glad she's finally getting to defend it. Anyway, we got a little confrontation from Dom and AJ, and Dom said, "Hey, doctor's note saying you can't touch me, or if you touch me, you won't ever get your championship match." And he said, "Hey, if you need your glasses, pull them out." And AJ pulled his glasses out. Didn't know AJ had glasses, but he pulled them out, put them on his face, read the paper, and then that's it. He left him alone. Anyway, the Judgment Day in their trash theme song. Bro, if I was Finn Balor or JD, bro, I would be every time, bro, I was like, oh my god, bro, we went from such a great song to such a garbage song, bro. They had the biggest downgrade of the century, am I right? Am I right? Who's with me, huh? Who's with me? Okay. Anyway, we had the New Day defend their World Tag Team Championships against Finn Balor and JD McDonough. This match was pretty cool. We got my boy Xavier Woods wearing trunks for the first time in forever. We also got him stomping on JD's back. This was also a weird thing. I was not expecting this, but Xavier Woods went for a powerbomb, but got reversed by JD and kind of landed him right in the Slim Jim logo. Also, I might add, the New Day were heels, and the Judgment Day were getting cheered. They were like the crowd. They were like the baby faces of this match, which I was surprised. But yeah, Kofi stomping on Finn Balor's chest, doing that thing. Beautiful springboard moonsault from JD. He tried to do a moonsault to Xavier Woods, but he got ate the feet. But when the Judgment Day were trying to go for the coup de grace, Finn Balor caught JD McDonough instead of Xavier Woods, which tried to lead him into a little ding, and they hit the midnight. What is it called? The midnight something, I forget. But Finn Balor actually kicked out for the first time in forever, and then he got hit with this finisher. He also kicked out. Finn Balor kicked out of 2 finishers. He kicked out of finishers for the first time ever. And then we saw JD McDonough perform one of the beautifulest moves I've ever seen, a Spanish Fly ever. It was nice, beautiful move. Then we saw JD hit a moonsault on Xavier Woods, and then we saw Finn Balor hit a coup de grace, and he actually picked up the W, and we got new Raw Tag Team Champions in the Judgment Day. And the Judgment Day is dripping in gold. We got the greatest Intercontinental Champion right there. We got JD McDonough and Finn Balor as tag team champions. And then we got the women's tag team champions, which, let's be honest, they don't really mean anything, but it's gold. So we got, once again, the Judgment Day is dripping in gold like they were in 2023, 2024. Remember back then where we had Rhea as the women's world champion. We had Dom as the North American title. We had Damian Finn as the tag team champions and the Mr. Money in the Bank. It was dripped out in gold. Now we got the Judgment Day 3.0 dripped out in gold. Whew, a lot of talk. Anyway, we had a little confrontation from Bailey. Said, well, you know, Lyra's kind of screwed me on my match yesterday, and then Lyra said, no, I didn't screw you in a match, which, if I have eyes, I don't think we all have eyes that's watching this video. Lyra, you definitely screwed Bailey. You jumped in the ring for no reason, started punching the one Becky. How? That is definitely screw. Yeah, you cannot control your anger until after the show. Like, you had to punch her right then there. Like, you know there was a match going on. Are you on cocaine, bro? But Adam Pearce did not like it. He got mad. His whole face turned into a tomato. Enough! Enough! They had a match to determine the number one contender for the blah 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 championship. But then we had American Made, where Chad Gable says he's going to be out for a little bit since he had that injury with his arm. And Ivy Niles in charge. And Adam Pearce says, I guess we won't be seeing El Grande for a while. And by the way, we did see El Grande. El Grande Americano came back. And the allegations that Chad Gable is El Grande Americano need to stop right now. Because this guy was injured in a sling and was not even the same height. It's not even the same height as El Grande Americano. El Grande Americano is tall, and he was there. He walked past them. You guys saw it too. That's the El Grande Americano. Chad Gable, it's been, bro, I knew it. I knew from the get-go that Chad Gable and El Grande Americano are two different people. Anyway, we had Rusev versus Shane. We went to this though. It's the Raw Tag Team Champions. I don't even care what they're called. We're talking to Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis, basically saying how we should add Raquel and Roxanne, the new Tag Team Champions, which happened, so they agree upon. Anyway, we had Rusev versus Sheamus, no limes again. Let me tell you, this match, I thought it was even better, personally. We got a drop kick, we got a superplex, which I'm not surprised. By the way, it looked like Rusev was about to land on his head a little bit. Maybe I didn't. Also, Rusev threw this dude over his shoulder, but Sheamus caught him with a knee, and then another knee, looked disgusting, kneecapper. And then we had a bunch of Machka kick right there. And by the way, this should be an insta-tap. As soon as Rusev locks this in and crunches it back, insta-tap right there. I don't care who you are, that's supposed to be an insta-tap. That's how. Remember back in 2015, 2014, as soon as he puts that in, insta-tap, or you pass out. That shouldn't be so easy to get out of it. As soon as he locks it in, insta-tap, bro. It's not funny. I'm being serious, too. They went to the outside. Sheamus had a bro kick on Rusev, and it took him like 2 seconds. They're on like the last bit of things before 10 count. But then they were finally on like the apron thing. Then Rusev grabs this thing right here. You see this thing right here? Yeah, he pulls the black thing off, then pulls Sheamus into it. The ref was looking straight at it, and apparently that's not a DQ, but okay, I'm going to let that slide. And then a Machka kick in the side of the head for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Rusev wins the match, which I hope this is kind of like an Andrade and Melo situation where we have multiple matches of Sheamus and Rusev, because I think they're just going to get better every time we see them. So, yeah. Also, this was an announcement of the Women's Battle Royale Evolution, where winner will face a champion of their choice at Clash in Paris. So, So, oh yeah, by the way, oh yeah. See, by the way, I told you. Chad Gable and El Grande Americano are two different people. Look at this dude. Does not look anything like. Does not look like anything. Chad Gable would never. See, look, Chad Gable. That Chad Gable like right here to Ivy now. He was like right here, and El Grande is like right up here. He's always been this tall, and he has the same physique too. Chad Gable does not look this good, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's not. And look, they don't even have the same skin color either. So I mean, it's completely different two people, bro. Also, Karrion Kross attacked Sami Zayn, threw him in the thing, and then hit him with a metal pipe across the ribs. My ribs! Didn't really do anything because he no-sold the ribs, so I don't know what the point of this was. Anyway, we had Gunther come out, and we had him start talking about, I'm here to talk about Bill Goldberg. By the way, I love how every time Gunther comes out, he says Bill Goldberg. It just adds a topping of it. He left a mark on everyone he was in the ring back in his day. I'm not afraid of this version of Bill Goldberg because he's a 50-year-old man that isn't going to last 3 minutes in the ring. Get it? Because, he never has like a 3-second match or whatever, or a 3-minute match. I heard that Bill Goldberg doesn't like bullies. I'm the Bill, you ran into the biggest bully, and that Saturday Night's Main Event, I'm gonna bully you. I'm gonna bully you so much, I'll push you around, but you're not my concern. I want to find out who's next. Seth freaking Rollins is next. That's who it is. He comes out with the Money in the Bank briefcase. By the way, new design. This is one of the best looking Money in the Bank briefcase ever. I think WWE should really consider changing the briefcase to black and gold. I'm not joking. They should reconsider changing it to black and gold. That's a beautiful, beautiful briefcase. And then by the way, Gunther says, looks like you flew halfway across the world for no reason. So what do you mean? No. He must have not been paying attention since I won this thing. Since he won this thing, right? We flew all the way across the world, not to cash this thing in. No. I said 2 years ago, if I had any breath in these lungs, that I will make sure CM Punk's now world champion. And I did that. Which, I think he's kind of hypocrite about this because he literally called Charles Robinson down, and Charles Robinson got booted out into the 7th dimension, and then he hit CM Punk with the briefcase, curb stomp him, and I think he was trying to grab his briefcase, but until he got thrown out by John Cena. So he's a liar. He's a liar. Karrion Kross better come after him because he's a liar. But yeah, and by the way, he said, when I won this Money in the Bank briefcase, I said this is going to be total destruction on both world champions. So basically, causing a threat to both world champions until CM Punk comes out, starts rushing out, starts punching Seth, hits a back elbow on Seth while Gunther's standing there like that. Seth runs away like a scaredy cat he is. Gunther pulls CM Punk's arm, and CM Punk pushed this dude to where Bill Goldberg is going to put him when Bill Goldberg wins the World Heavyweight Championship and becomes a five-time world champ. So yeah, that's where we at, boys. That's where we at. By the way, Gunther, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, that's gonna be a banger. But before Seth Rollins could actually fully get away, he got hit with LA Knight's popcorn. They fought in the rich people section where all the rich people sit. And then they eventually ended their fight after a bar fight. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, they got in the thing where Roxanne already had the Liv's championship, Liv's specifically. And then Raquel said, "You're replacing Liv this quickly, blah, blah, blah." And she said, fine. And then all the gold were touching. And by the way, Dom said allegedly yes. So, he said allegedly yes, which means he doesn't actually consent. It's alleged that he said yes. It's not, he's a smart dude. He said allegedly yes. He didn't say officially. It's alleged he said yes. It's allegedly he said yes. I'm not saying it's true. He's a smart dude, though. But we get Bayley versus Lyra. By the way, this match was good. Bad ending, I will say, though. They did a lot of technical stuff. Lyra did get hit in the turnbuckle, though. And crazy. Double cross body. A beautiful superplex off the top rope. Then we got, I don't even know, Doomsday Sadia, though. Bayley's signature move, apparently, where she does a back elbow to the back of people's heads. This was a nice move. Also, I don't get the sun slip flip in the corner, because every time someone takes this move, like Nia Jax or someone else, they always land on Bayley, which seems more painful than anyway. Then Lyra did a gut wrench, power bomb, sit out power bomb, looked disgusting. By the way, rule number 1 in life is never get in a roll-up battle with Lyra, because that's how she wins every single match. And she basically won this match because both shoulders of Bayley and Lyra's were down. And the referee called no contest. They ended up fighting to the crowd. And she basically said blah, 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 blah. Also, officially at WWE's Saturday night's main event, July 12th. Oh, wait, or the 12th. The 12th of July. You're next. You're mine, or whatever. LA Knight will take on Seth freaking Rollins. Can't give him the SummerSlam match, huh? Anyway, LA Knight and CM Punk had a little face-off and said, hey, I got him. And then he said, LA Knight said, you can have him 6 out of 7 days a week, because I got him at Saturday night's main event, just announced, so I'm the line, so get in the back of it. By the way, if we got an LA Knight CM Punk feud, oh my god, the promos would cook for generations. It would feed generations of families. Then we got Sami Zayn versus Penta versus B&B Security, or Brawny, or Braun Sim. Oh my god, that briefcase is so nice. By the way, we gotta crush people. New music, I think, or Titantron, at least something like that. I don't really know. Of course, Bronson Reed was crushing Sami Zayn's not hurt ribs because he was no-selling that thing. Look at him. He's no-selling that thing. Also, we got both Penta and Sammy flying over the top rope like they're cruiserweight. Well, maybe they're probably cruiserweights. Sammy doing the Sabu. By the way, this move right here is so scary, where he flips over someone and lands on his feet, and boom, because of the ACL tear Seth Rollins had with it. Beautiful C4. Let's call it C4 by Sean Spears, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, Braun Breaker goes flying and hits the jumping apron thing into the table. So yeah. Then we got Penta and Braun in there. Penta goes flying, hits the thing. He also told Braun Breaker to hit him with a clothesline. Braun Breaker hit him when the clothesline didn't really work like that. Stomp to the stomach, sacrifice, and DDT, I think, or something like that. Frankensteiner into a beautiful power bomb. Tried to go for the tsunami, but missed. In the corner to Sammy, to Braun Breaker with that exploder. Then Sammy gets hit with a shoulder tackle of doom. Then when Braun Breaker goes for a spear, he gets kicked in the face. Then eventually, Sammy gets the power after a bunch of kicks to the face of Bronson Reed. Hits the superplex on it. But as soon as Sammy gets up, he gets hit with a nasty spear. 1, 2, 3, ending it. And Penta all in the end of the match getting hit with the spear after they won. But then when they went to try to go for the spear on Tsunami on Sammy, Jey Uso came out, hit Braun Breaker with the chair, hit him twice. Then he started getting a battle with Braun Reed, going yeet, 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 super kick. And then throws the chair directly at Bronson Reed's head and finally knocks him out. And there's a bull logo. We don't know what this is for. We have to wait and find out and see. But he threw Bronson Reed's head into a chair. crazy. But that was your Monday Night Raw review. What do you guys think of Monday Night Raw? Did you like it at 5 p.m. instead of 7 p.m.? What do you guys think about that? Anyway, leave your comments down below. Hit the subscribe button and the like button if you're new. Anyway, I am out. And, yeah.